see what happens. We are live. Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to Enlightened World Network, where we are chanting for change. We're just going to take a breath and see if indeed we are live. If you're seeing us, then please help us share this out.
Yep, I see it now.
We are live. Okay, good. Thank you, angels, and Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha for helping us break through that barrier, which is our first chant. That's what we will be doing, is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We are going to be chanting it for 108 repetitions and setting the intention that we are going to break through barriers. We're breaking through the barrier for us to come to a world full of peace. We're breaking through any barriers that stop us from seeing each other in our authentic selves, knowing that we are all part of the great oneness of the divinity. And we're breaking through barriers individually for us to really get in touch with our divinity, with what's really inside of us, that soul that's alive and that will be eternally alive. And this human experience is helping that soul's progress. So the more we can break through the ego and break through what's limiting us on this experience, the more we're going to grow in that spirituality and help to bring about peace in our world. We're so happy you've joined us. We'll be doing this nightly. We don't have an end date, just whenever it feels right to stop it, we'll stop it. But in the meantime, we're going to just keep on trucking. So thank you for being with us. Karen Palmer is here as my co-host. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you so much.
And we have Jean Lorio and Marianne Cindy with us. Welcome, ladies. So we have been learning some mudras to go along with the chanting. And tonight we have one that's called the Dhyana Mudra. And probably not pronouncing it right, but this is what it looks like. And what you do is place your left hand, just let your left hand fall in your lap and palm up and rest the back of the right hand over the palm of the left, and then lightly touch the tips of the thumbs. Karen, can you demonstrate it? There we go, just like that. And what this does, it facilitates your natural diaphragmatic breathing. It aids in efficient digestion and assimilation of nutrients, and it helps the earnest spiritual seeker to embody their original nature by releasing, striving, and attachment.
Beautiful.
The gesture gives tangible expression to what can't be explained in words. I love this mudra.
I love that too, because that was one of my intentions, is to let go of grasping and attachments. Yes. So here's a great mudra for that. Yeah. There's a mudra for that.
There's a mudra for that. And I'm loving this. I love these cards that I have just received, and I'm working with them and learning different ones. And I'll be sharing with you as I learn them. I will share them so that you can learn them as well.
So let's have fun with that and think about, let's remove all obstacles. Let's remove all attachments, all grasping, all clinging, and really just letting go of anything that is not divine love and light, and just really enjoy this mantra, knowing that we're doing this for the whole world, for the collective conscious and the collective unconscious. And there's a lot of collective conscious and there's a lot of collective unconscious. And we want to clear out any fear. We want to clear out anything that is, holding anybody back. If anybody wants to type in the chat what they'd like to have removed as an obstacle out of their experience, just remember, we're masters in this experience, this human experience. We get to be the masters now. We get to choose how these experiences go. So remember that you are the star of your movie. and you get to choose who's going to play in your play, who's going to play next to you as your leading man or your leading woman, and who's going to be in there with all of the characters that play their parts, and really have fun with this as you think about removing obstacles out of your experience and out of the experience of our beautiful world, you know, seeing that clearing out all the obstacles for our planet also. So we'll do that nice and slow. I've got my hands down here, and our hands, when we rest our hands in front of the root chakra, which is at the very base of our spine, it actually helps us to feel more secure. It helps us to have more protection. It calls in the angels to come in. It's a, you know, these mudras are also ancient wisdom. So it calls in the ancient ones. It calls in our angels, our helpers. And just by being open to receive, let's have fun with that, right? Just remove those obstacles. So nice and slow, 3 times, nice and slow. And then we will do our 108, magic 108 with Teri on the mala beads. And then we'll move on to our next chant. Thanks everybody for being patient with us. We're having some technical issues, but we got it going. So
Got it.
Here we go. Obstacles removed again. Thanks, Ganesh. Here we go. Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Please remove all obstacles.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Please remove all obstacles.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
All right, let's do our practice of 108. And thank you, welcome Jessica, and welcome Lily. Lily's on the live stream, so I'm gonna just keep watching. If anybody else wants to come in, the live stream link is on, the Zoom link is on our Chanting for Change page.
Gabby's here, and Carol Allen, and Faye. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Here we go.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Aye Namaha. Feel your energy lighten with the release of whatever you let go of, whatever you broke through that was a barrier for you. Feel that peace inside now, that lightness inside. Really feels great to have the doors open for us. And that's what this chant does. It opens up doors and releases the energy so that we feel freer, we feel lighter. What a beautiful feeling. I feel like I'm floating right now.
That mudra really helps too, to balance each of the chakras. I went through all of them and I was using every one of the chakras to balance and to release and let go of anything that was stuck in those chakras. So you use that mudra, it really felt good resting it on the root. And then I intuitively felt like I needed to push it, have it go up to the sacral and then the solar plexus and then the heart and the throat, third eye and over the head. And it was incredible. I have to tell you guys, it really felt like it really did the mudra, like really was magical. I call these magic fingers to the kids all the time, but they really were today magic fingers, you know? So now we're gonna, now that we've released and let go of our obstacles, we're going to call in so that may all living beings be happy. May all living beings be healthy. May all living beings live in peace, and may all living beings be free from suffering. So again, we'll do that 3 times slow, and then we will do our 108 Nam Myoho Renge Kyos, and we invite you to join us wherever you are, and we'll start with may all living beings be happy. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
May all living beings be healthy. Nam
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
May all living beings live in peace and be free from suffering. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Out our true, authentic self. That's what we're chanting for, is to be more in touch with who we truly are, the spark of the divine, part of the creator of all things. Feel that power, feel that energy of love flowing through you. And it creates an essence of lightness that feels like you're floating. That's how light we are in spirit, without the heaviness of the 3D body. We are pure light. Feel that right now inside of you. Feel the bubbling that's inside, that happiness, that joy, that pure unconditional love. See the light in your heart being connected by a thread with your higher self. See that beautiful, pure white essence as it goes back and forth between you and your higher self, and you receive that love expanded in your heart. Let it rest there, let it anchor right in your heart center. That's you. That's the true you, your authentic Buddha self. Loving, caring, wanting only the best for everyone. That's what we are. And you can stay in that feeling. You can always go back to home, back to that place in your heart where you know who you are. And you know you are love and you are light. And Nam Myoho Renge Kyo brings that forward in us every time we chant it. So let's all just let those bubbles come up inside of us and let them go out from us, spreading the light into the world, putting that intention out there that all living beings will feel this love. All living beings will be free from suffering, and all living beings will be happy, joyous, and free. And so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
Wonderful.
Remember, the Buddha self is the awakened self. So Buddha means awakened. And when we are chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we are calling in to experience our true self, to bring that experience. And as we awaken our family, our community, our world. And it's just a matter of a ripple. You guys are witnessing it. You're seeing it for yourself. See, this is what happens when, you know, I tell this all the time. I say this to people all the time. people have said to me for years, because I've been doing this for years, one person can't make a difference. Why do you spend so much time doing what you're doing? One person doesn't make a difference. That's not true. And as soon as somebody says that to you, you can say, Dr. David Hawkins wrote a book called Power versus Force. And one person who's vibrating with love in their heart, with peace on their mind, and with kindness in their actions is counterbalancing 750,000 people who are in the low vibration of shame and blame, bigotry, and fear, because those energies are not connected to the energy of all that is. Those energies are the lowest frequencies on the planet. Our energy, when we do this together, you know, this is why I started doing live stream in the first place, was because really in 2014, nobody was doing global meditations, because, you know, the live stream was all about like selling your stuff. And, you know, live streaming was all about, you know, oh, now we can get in front of all of our customers, you know, and we can get, but I saw it as the angels showed me that it was an opportunity for the angel speakers to find each other. And that was what happened, you know? And so I want you to really, really, really take that in, because you, Jean, and you, Marianne, and everyone who has been coming into the Zoom room with us, you are adding to the love and the light. Everybody who's watching from the live stream, every time that we do this, whether you're watching live or on the replay, you're adding to the love and the light on the planet. You're taking away from the illusion of the separateness. You're taking away from the illusion of the bigotry. You're taking away the illusion of the inequality. And you're bringing up that vibration and that frequency of equality, of global cooperation, and freedom. And so when we do this, you are very powerful beings, just having this temporary human experience. So just keep remembering that.
Go back to your home, go to your home, and you're always going to find that light to shine it out.
Yeah, and you know, another thing too is like from my childhood and the way that I was brought up was that you have to go somewhere out of yourself to connect with God. Like God was not inside of us, or we didn't have that source or love inside of us. This Buddhism it's not a religion, it's a practice. And it's a practice for us, like if we are like, if we were raised Christian or, you know, Catholic, for the Holy Spirit, you know, we call it the Holy Spirit. Everybody has a different label or a different name for it, but we all know the isness of ourself. We know what it's, we know that feeling of that being, that knowing, that
connecting to our center.
Yeah, just feeling that, yeah, being connected to your center, just knowing that, you know, you're not going anywhere. That's one of the things that I've been stopping myself from doing now is I set my intention now to my I am presence to be in control of this day, that I invite my beloved I am presence to take care of this day for me, take care of all of my silly little thoughts that I think, that my human self thinks, and merge those old patterns and those old stories in with you so that we can heal this illusion of separateness. Because it's not true. It's never been true. And, and you know, it's really amazing how we have societies built around it. It's not true. It's not true. We have religious beliefs that have been programmed into us, that have been passed down from generation to generation. And Teri does these beautiful 7-generation healings because, you know, sometimes we don't even know where those beliefs come from. We just, all of a sudden, it's in our DNA. I do activations for our 12 strands of our DNA because, you know, when we're not activated, when we're not completely activated, then really being our best possible version of ourselves. Like what Teri was saying, when we activate our light body and that dense carbon physical body starts to just fall into the love and the light. And we just become more and more healthy, more happy. It's like you're not looking for it outside of yourself anymore. And you know that it's always been within you.
And then you get bubblicious.
Then you find out that all day long, when you're, you could be thinking, you start chanting. I chant all the time now.
I chanted for almost 2 hours today. Almost 2 hours. And you know why I did it? I chanted while I was vacuuming. I chanted while I was cleaning around the house. I have the app for the SGI app. So I have it playing, and I have it, while I'm eating, I have it just going like around. And Prachetta said that it really makes a difference if you chant for an hour, at least an hour a day. You really start to, and you really just feel lighter, and you don't feel, little things don't bother you as much. And I just feel like I am so much more in the flow of the day, instead of trying to control things and, like have expectations on others and put really unreasonable expectations on myself. I don't have those anymore. They're just like gone. All these obstacles, all these expectations, all the attachments, they're just gone. How about you guys? Do you guys feel that way too? Do you feel lighter with the obstacles being gone?
Yes, I feel very light, and I wake up chanting now.
And it's so much more fun when we all do it together.
Yes,
I love having this little chanting family. I mean, I loved it when it was just Teri and I too, but I really, really think that this was the vision that we had, was to have our family come together. And now Teri's teaching us these beautiful mudras, and I really get that. That really was powerful. And Gabby said it was really powerful too.
Yeah, it is.
Or we can add to our lives, which the mudras are just going to increase the power of these chants, whatever we're going to be.
Mhm.
And I've been doing the abundance mudra now for a couple of days. That was one of the first ones I learned when I got my deck with showing all of them. And I did a crystal grid for abundance. So I chant, I do the grid, I do the mudra, and it all just increases the flow of the energy. It all just opens it up with our intention. So make sure you set your intention every day with your chants, whatever it is that you want to break through, whatever barrier, or if you just want to get more in touch with who you truly are inside, your authentic self. That's what Nam Myoho Renge Kyo will do for you. And I love it. I love it. I've been waking up bubbly and happy and joyous and just totally free. It's a freedom that you get with this. That's what I've noticed.
It is. It's eternal freedom and absolute happiness. That's what this chant is all about. Thousands and thousands of years, many Buddhas have awakened to this chant. And there are 14 million on the planet right now in 192 countries. And we are chanting with them, because they chant around the clock. There's somebody chanting right now somewhere. Somebody's chanting right now. And you know what's so beautiful? I'm excited about it because I'm working with the children's division, and I am really excited because I feel like if we could teach children early enough, like preschool age, I believe preschool age is when they can really, really be the most influenced, that to cultivate the goodness, the kindness, the love, the compassion that's already there. You don't really, you just see it. You can see it with little preschoolers, but you also see the ego come out too. You see, but you can catch it in a very gentle and kind way with little ones. It's not as easy with a 40-year-old or a 50-year-old.
A little more set in their ways.
It's a little easier with a 7 or a 4 or a 5 or a 6-year-old because they don't have as many conditions, you know, that have been programmed and placed in them, and they really don't have patterns. So if we start them early, that's what I've got is a whole program that starts in preschool, goes all the way up to the high school, and then the high school kids will come back and mentor the little ones. And so if you guys can hold that vision with me, I will be doing a presentation for that. We have an app. If you guys go to kokoriapp.com, there's an app that is for all experiential education. I'll stick it in the chat. But I'll be doing a presentation on that on Monday morning. I have a year-long program that I wrote that is, it's going to be piloted in my area and in 5 other states. So I'm really excited to have that happening. And I'm very grateful that I have so many wonderful friends in other states that can pilot the programs for me. So. And I would love for you guys to go check out Kokori app. They have a really great deal going right now. They're going to do a Kickstarter that's happening. I think it's Kokori app. I think it's kokoriapp.com, but let me double check because I think it's not a.
Lily says I have been chanting throughout my day today, so I think we all have the bug.
Yeah,
the chanting bug.
We definitely do have the chanting bug.
It's the best one to have right now.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great. So I think I put it in the right one. But anyway, I'll go back in and post it at a better time. But all right. Anybody else want to share anything?
Good.
Good.
That was great tonight. Thank you.
Very powerful, huh? Very powerful night. That was really awesome. All right. So Teri, do we have silent meditation in the morning?
10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we do a silent meditation at Enlightened World Network. Come join in with us. And then at 11 o'clock, we're going to go to Mimi Steiner and sit around the table and have a discussion. So
that's fun.
And of course, 7:30 every morning, we have our coffee together with the morning cup of joy. So come be with us for that as well. We had a beautiful one this morning. We did I ams. So we all contributed what our I am is, and really were lifted up by that. So it's different every day. So just come in and say hello, have some coffee. We'll do a short meditation and prayer at the end, and we'd love to have you all there with us.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night and tomorrow
Bye.
morning. Oh, you got to close it out.
Yes, I'm closing it now.